All right, welcome to the second virtual gratitude circle for my mom, Theresa B. Gartin Leake's Ancestral Spirit, Love, Life, and Legacy. And so tonight we're going to start with a mindful moment. And that's really an opportunity for us to get grounded. And as we get grounded, I invite you to reflect on one of my mom's favorite guiding scriptures, Philippians 4:13, which is, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So right where you are, noticing how the body feels. And if you need to adjust your posture, go right ahead. That could be laying down, standing up, leaning back. You don't have to sit upright if the body says, no, 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 I can't do it. If it wants to lean or come forward, allow the body to be as it is. And then bringing one hand to the belly and one hand to the heart. And then joining me in taking a few deep breaths, and I'll guide us. Let's inhale deeply through the nose, the breath, and notice how the belly feels with the breath. And now slowly exhale. As we breathe in and out on the next two breaths, notice how the belly feels as you inhale and you exhale. Inhale again through the nose. Hold the breath. And then let it out. This is our breath of life. So inhale one last time. And then exhale. Maybe bring both hands to the heart, noticing the sensation of the heartbeat. Giving thanks that the heart is working, that it is also the home of where gratitude lives in our body temple. Gratitude for our body, our breath, the life that we get to live, the love that we have shared with Theresa, and all of our family and friends, neighbors, and community. Taking one big breath in, and then out. Releasing your hands, and just pausing for a moment. And now I invite my Sigma Gamma Rho sorority sister and cultured pearl, Thelma Johnson, to lead us in prayer, just to open us up.
Thank you, Sister Amanda. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Let us look to the Lord in prayer. Thank you for waking us up this beautiful Sunday morning. And for the rest of the day on Sunday, we thank you that you've been with us every step of the way. We thank you for making it possible for us to join this mindful moment as we remember our dear friend, Theresa Leeke. Let your divine healing cover us all and make us whole. Remove all doubts and let the Holy Spirit take control. In the precious name of Jesus Christ, our Lord. Amen.
Unmute yourself, Madeline.
Thank you. Thank you. So Before we move into the meditation, since the group is small, I wanted to ask, what is gratitude to you? You can either share it out loud or type it in the chat. What is gratitude for you?
Uh, Gratitude for me is being able to give thanks for the many blessings that I have received over my lifetime. And certainly one of the blessings that I received and made such a difference in my life was having Theresa as my wife. And not only my wife, but my lover, uh, my friend, and the mother of our 4 children. I often think, what would my life have been like if I had not met her many years ago and have spent our life together doing all of the things that are normal and some of the things that probably are not that normal. Um, so that's what gratitude for me is, just feeling blessed.
Thank you. We had one of our sorors, Padronia Turner, who's with Mu Sigma chapter of Sigma Gamma Rho in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Shout out to Louisiana, one of my favorite places. Hi, did you want to share what gratitude is for you, Soror Padronia? And did I say your name right?
That's correct. And as I put in the chat, good evening, everyone, first of all, and being thankful to God, and I echo Mr. Leeke for all of his blessings and the things that he has provided for us, including, of course, letting our paths cross with your mother. So that would be my definition at this time of gratitude, giving thanks to God for his blessings and all he's done.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. My cousin Chester Roberts out of Houston, by way of Philly, he said, gratitude for me is realizing that we are all connected for a bigger purpose. Ashe, yes. I love that. Anyone else want to share what gratitude means to them, either in the chat or saying it out loud? Well, I'll share. There's 2 quotes that I've been really reflecting on this month. And one is by Lionel Hampton, which is one of my mom's favorite musicians. Lionel Hampton said, gratitude is when memory is stored in the heart and not in the mind. And I'm going to read that again. Gratitude is when memory is stored in the heart and not in the mind. And that always makes me think about our hearts. That's where, for me, gratitude lives. The other quote that I've been reflecting on is from Albert Schweitzer. He writes, at times our own light goes out and is rekindled by a spark from another person. Each of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those who have lighted the flame within us. And that one really, really, really hits home, because My mom's energy as an ancestor for me is radiant light. Whenever I see images, I feel her presence, I hear her voice, it's this radiant light. Um, so yeah, gratitude is our blessings. In the way that we keep ourselves open for even more blessings. And it's also been a lifeline in my grief journey, the thankfulness of what I have been able to have and what I currently am able to have when I hear stories about my mom and we come together as community and we share. Anyone else want to share about gratitude before we move into the meditation? All right. So get comfortable. This is going to be a short meditation because, again, I want to use the balance of our time for sharing. Just noticing again how your body feels. And if you want to adjust yourself, I know for me, I want my feet to touch the floor. So I'm going to adjust myself. So noticing as you take some deep breaths, how the breath feels as it moves in and out of your body. Just allowing yourself to breathe normally. Just noticing how the breath feels. If you're just joining us, thank you for joining. We are just starting with the gratitude meditation. And so I invite you to come into a comfortable posture, noticing how your body feels. If you need to adjust yourself, go right ahead. It's okay. And just notice how the breath feels. This is the breath of life. We get to breathe it every single moment of every single day. So noticing how that breath feels. And then tuning into the sound of the breath, maybe taking some longer deep breaths so that you can hear it. Inhaling deeply. And then as you exhale, noticing how the breath sounds. And then giving thanks for the breath, maybe even touching your heart, if that helps to send gratitude for the breath. This breath that keeps us alive. And then bringing your awareness to your body, just slowly scanning the body from the feet, the legs, the hips, the thighs, its body temple, the buttocks, the back, belly, the chest, the arms, shoulders, the hands, the neck, the face, this entire body temple that we've been blessed with. No matter what it has done for us today or not, we have this body. Been blessed with it. Just like we've been blessed with the breath. So taking a moment to give thanks for the body and all that it is able to do, has done over your lifetime, and even what it will do this evening, tomorrow, and the coming days. And so as you are reflecting on gratitude, extending that gratitude for the love, the life, the legacy, and most of all, the spirit of Theresa B. Gartin Leeke. There really are not enough words or enough hours to handle and hold our gratitude. It's endless, it's infinite. Just sending love and thanks for her spirit, which is right here, right where we are, for her love, her life, and her legacy. Taking one more big breath in, and then letting it out. If your eyes are closed, opening up your eyes. If you need to bring some movement to your body, go ahead. And this is my favorite part, when we get to reflect and share. So I'm gonna stop the share so we can all be on the screen together. And so I would like to invite you to share how you're feeling in terms of gratitude, or if you have something else that you want to share about my mom, your experiences with her, a story about her life, her spirit, her love, her legacy. I invite you to share. And you don't have to say, oh, I want to go first, or raise your hand. It's family, y'all. So just share. All you have to do is unmute yourself. I have to remember to do that.
I was having trouble. Good evening again. Once again, I'm Petronia Turner. I live in the Baton Rouge area here in Louisiana. And I met Sarah Leeke via social media, believe it or not. It's been about 5 or 6 years ago. I was on the SPEAR board of directors, SPEAR Foundation for Sigma Gamma Rho. And we found out we had a lot in common because we both were musicians. And as we were doing that mindfulness activity, I started thinking about gratitude. And when we put our hands on our chest to feel our hearts, that means that we still have a purpose because our hearts are still beating. As we would love for her to be here with us in body, she's with us in spirit. And I believe that she's trying to tell us right now that the work is not done yet. And as you all can see, I have a vote on my screen. I'm trying to send a message out about voting because Sigma Gamma Rho is encouraging those of us because of the important election coming up that we have a responsibility to do. We still have a lot of work in the community in which registering voters and voter awareness is a big part of our community service. So we need to just continue doing what God would have us to do in our purpose. I found out we both were musicians. We had so much in common. She sent me music. I believe it's is it DC or Maryland, where she was living. And I got to meet her finally at the Centennial Boulevard. She was getting on the airplane, and I was getting on that same flight. And I saw her rolling in the wheelchair, somebody pushing her. And I was able to get up and greet her in her car. That was my first time meeting her in person and my last time. But once again, I'm grateful because I've been left here to carry on for those who have gone before us. It's just a
Wow.
pleasure for me to be
Thank
here.
you. Thank you so much, Sora Petronia. What music do you play, or what instruments do you play? How are you sharing your gifts as a musician?
I'm an organist and pianist.
Wow.
Church.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. What church?
I am affiliated with St. John Institutional Missionary Baptist Church of New Orleans. However, leaving New Orleans at the moment, I'm on the road. So as you can see, I'm kind of popping in and out here. I'm just leaving from playing for Men's Day service at New Salem Baptist Church of New Orleans.
Okay. Thank you. That is something.
Okay. God
Anybody
bless.
else? You're welcome. Anybody else want to share?
Yeah, I would like to just say a few words. We're getting ready for Boulay, which is going to be at the end of July in Houston, Texas. And I'm especially going to miss my soror, my friend, Theresa, because she would be maneuvering around wherever the conference was going to be held on her scooter. And we move out the way, make sure we didn't get hit. And this year I'll have a scooter. And I want to make sure that I don't run into anybody, because this will be my first year using a scooter. In fact, my daughters are going to take me this week to Target or someplace they're going to take me where they have scooters that customers can use, so that I'll get some experience before I get to Houston in driving my scooter and won't run into anybody. But I'll miss her, especially, from the meetings, because she always made an impression on me at whether it was on a Zoom meeting or whether it was in person. And I'm going to miss her. I'm going to miss her.
Thank you, Sora Thelma. And you're going to be just fine with the scooter. Anybody else want to share?
I'm driving. This is cousin Chester from Houston, Texas. I just wanted to say I missed the first Zoom call, and I wanted to hop on the second one. Just thinking about gratitude. I think about, I feel obligated. Somebody else might say, well, you're not obligated, but when you're locked in and you're tied in with family, you feel like, from a place of love that you're obligated to be present, and I just felt that for my cousin Ananda and my cousin John Leeke, just to be available. Ananda is always, well, I call it, but Ananda is always available to me in the times that we share, and just the the imprint that Theresa Leeke has made in her life. I see it shining through, and I just appreciate it because I'm a beneficiary of that spirit that she has imparted in her children. And so I just want to say the reason why I'm on this call is because of gratitude, and I just wanted to make myself available. I love y'all.
We love you too, CP3.
Chester, I just want to say thank you for being on. I know recently we have been sharing a lot with you about your family. And I'm hoping that you have found that helpful, comforting to know what your roots are. I know that over the past few years, as I have been working on my my book about my life and the things that I have been able to uncover about our ancestors and where we came from and what a difference that it makes. So I'm really happy that you're on and that you're being able to connect with all of the rest of the Roberts. And it's a powerful legacy, very powerful, that you have. So once again, thanks, Chester.
I am happy to be on, and I just wanted to say one more thing, talking about the legacy and just the spirit that has been passed down. It has been a life-changing experience, so I do appreciate it. My life has did a whole 360, just investing time and learning about my family and things that I didn't know about the last couple of years. I'm basically a brand new person, so I just appreciate it and all the work that has gone into research that has been made available to us that we can look into and learn and take the mantle or the torch, if you want to say, and run with it. So thank you.
Thank you. I think Bosse raised her hand. Yeah, we can.
This is John. I'm driving, so
Okay.
I'm gonna. Yeah. Actually, we're just on our way back from one of our son's concerts in Baltimore, and so again, this is an event that also reminds us of Theresa, because um, she also attended almost all of his presentations and performances. Even when it was difficult for her, she still endeavored to be there. So it really touches my heart. Especially on a day like today, driving back from there, I just recall when she would be there with us. She has been a strong support for the entire family, for the children. Her memories will last forever in the Adeleye family. I just want to let you all know that she is deeply loved in my family, very deeply loved in my family. And what she has done cannot be forgotten. I don't have too much to say. I just wanted to register that. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Bosse. Thank you, Adelie family. Anybody else want to share? And again, there's no pressure to share. You don't have to speak. If you want to type in the chat, you can, or if you just want to be and hold your memories and your feelings and gratitude in your heart. We get it. We just wanted to create some space for folks. And also this is really great for both my dad and I and our entire family to do this. So all right, well, I'm gonna do a last call for the gratitude. Last call for anyone who wants to share. So my cousin Finest out of Richmond by way of Indianapolis has said in the chat, I've not found the words briefly to express my gratitude to my Aunt Theresa. I fear if I start talking, I may not stop. We get it. We totally get it. Yeah.
Yeah, I would also say finest. I can understand that. It's not easy. I know on last Tuesday when we had the first of the gratitude sessions, and after I had heard so many talk about how they had experienced Theresa, and I felt strongly about what had been said, and I felt at the time that I wanted to say some things, and I struggled trying to find all of the words because there were many. There were many thoughts and feelings and good feelings, mostly all good feelings, but some sadness. Um, so I just want to let you know that I'm happy. I'm pleased that you're on the call tonight. It means a lot. So thank you.
All right. Well, I'm kind of like Finest. I can go on and on and on. I mean, this would be an endless part 3, 5, 6, 100, 200. It'd be going into, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for the rest of my life. And that's a good thing for me. I find that to be a good thing. I know that one of the things that I'm really grateful for is the Theresa B. Gartin Leeke tribe and how people will post messages on social media. They still go to her Facebook page throughout the year and share. People send me text. She was recently honored at the Bishop Light Black Catholic Gospel Conference and got an award. And people just share the stories. Or when I run into people, they tell me, or they text me, or they write cards. So it's always beautiful to hear and to know that she touched so many people's lives and to learn. Like you think you might know, but you don't really know someone completely, and it's still unfolding. Her legacy is still unfolding. My dad went to get the award that she got. I think he wants to share. Like, what is it? You could unmute yourself, Jay.
Yes, it just took me a minute. I went to get it I had put it up in my sunroom, and I'm gonna hold it up, and you can see that this is a drum, and I just
Oh, we can't really hear.
okay.
Yeah.
At any rate, the Theresa every year, well, I know at least 20 years, in the latter part of June, early July, she would always go to New Orleans to the Bishop Light Gospel concert, and she was well known there. She was a member of their mass choir. She always came back with boxes. I really mean that, boxes. Sometimes they were mailed home because there was too much music, and she then shared that with the St. Joseph Gospel Choir, and she shared it with other musicians in the DMV, and so I was quite surprised when I was told that at this year's Bishop Light Conference that they had given this special award, and it is I'm trying to find out a lot more about the significance and what all of this means in terms of it being given, and it's not given very often, but it was presented to one of our choir members who was there, and it was sent to me, and I just picked it up just this morning, and so it's very appropriate that I'm sharing that tonight. So again, thank you.
All right. We just had someone, Leah Wilson. Leah, I hope I said your name right. Correct me. You are just joining. She is one of the younger members of St. Joseph's Catholic Church, and I know she participated in the Grow Your Own Music program, or she either was trained to be a cantor, I think, but I know my mother touched her life. No pressure, Leah, but if you would like to share your gratitude for my mom, either in the chat or if you'd like to go unmute yourself to share, you can, but there's no pressure. I just wanted to give you the space as we come to a close. All right. Anyone else want to share before we take a moment to send love and light to my mom's spirit?
Hi, Ananda. It's Leah. I just got on the call, but I just want to say a quick word about Mrs. Leeke. I'll always remember her as someone who was very wise, who gave very sage advice. I think I'll remember most is her stories about her time, when she was involved in, public schools and the lessons she taught her students. So that's what I'll remember your mom by the most.
Thank you, Leah, and thank you to your family for always being present and continuing to be present in the Leeke family's life, in particular, John Leeke at St. Joseph's Catholic Church. It's always good to know. So right where we are, I want us to take just a moment. If you want to bring your hands to your heart, if that what works for you, knowing that gratitude lives in the heart, and then bringing to mind your connection to Theresa, whatever that connection is. And then sending love to her spirit, sending gratitude to her spirit, her life, her legacy. And then sending love and gratitude to the Creator for blessing us with her presence in our life on earth and now as she is living as an ancestor. Taking a big breath in and then out. I want to thank you all for joining me. And I want to just remind you all of some things that you can do to stay connected to my mom's legacy. All year, we've been sharing with folks that if they feel called to support her legacy, you can always make a donation to Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority's Sigma Public Education and Research. It's SPEAR for short foundation. You can go to spearfoundation.org. And you can always go and listen to her podcast. There's 9 episodes, and she's talking about her experience in Sigma Gamma Rho sorority, but also her life, her wisdom. I'm sure any question that you might ask of her or have asked of her, that wisdom is in those 9 episodes. Trust. That wisdom is in the 9 episodes. If you don't remember that it's on Spotify, you can always go to anandaleek.com/Theresa. If you don't remember any of that, y'all know how to reach me. So reach out and I'm happy to send you the links to whatever it is. On behalf of the Leeke family, John and I thank you for your love, your prayers, your support, especially this past year. And we just really appreciate you joining us tonight. And for all those who wanted to join but could not, and all those who are on the recording, watching it, thank you so much for being a part of our family in whatever way, shape, or form. Y'all a family. So
Is there
with
a hand
that,
raised?
what'd you say?
Is there a hand raised? It looks like it.
Um, I
Looks
think
like a hand.
that was, yeah, they had
Oh, she
wanted
didn't
to
lower it.
speak
Okay.
before. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So that's all I got. If anybody wants to say anything, because sometimes it takes people a moment to get themselves together, to gather themselves. The space is open, but if you need to roll out, you can. It's 8:19. If you need a time check, I'll be on for a couple more minutes. So thank you all. And look for more things. We're going to do some other things later in the year. So around her birthday, I'll be doing some things in November. Yeah. And have fun at the Boulé Sorors. I look forward to seeing photos. I won't be there this year, but I'll be living vicariously through everybody. Thanks, Chester. We appreciate you. Drive safe. All right. Thanks, Sora Padronia. Drive safely. Thanks, Thelma.
I'm glad I was able to join. Yes.
Yes, thank you. And thank you for the prayer. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thanks, Finest. Much love to you too. And thanks to the person that's on the phone. We appreciate you as well. And Leah, we appreciate you too. Thank you for joining us.
Ananda, this is a recording, right?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you
So for
check,
those that couldn't make it, they'll be able to catch the recording again.
yes, it'll be posted on her Facebook page. If not tonight, tomorrow.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your mom and dad participated in
On
on
Tuesday night.
Tuesday. But I know
Right.
your brothers and your brother and your sister may want to watch it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll definitely tell them about it for sure.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. No problem. You guys have a good night.
Okay,
You do the
too.
same.
All
All
right.
right.
I'm gonna stop the recording. I forgot to do that.